Petway, what up, my guy?
What's up, Mr. T Money? What you do? What you up to?
Man, another day in the life, baby. Trying to survive out here in these mean streets.
I hear you.
Trying to survive out here in these mean streets, cause it's hard out here, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, then got over a long weekend of some crazy weather. Look like
Oh
we
yeah.
about to get back to some racing soon.
Oh yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say, man. First step to getting back in some racing is to get on this live feed and let the good people know what we got going on real quick. So we ain't gonna wait for a whole bunch of people to jump up in. They can play it back. You know what I'm saying? We keep it to 25 minutes or so, then it won't be too painful for folks to watch. So just wanted to kind of welcome everybody and whatnot to the live broadcast. I got my man Anthony Petway on with me tonight. After I speak about the Pink Out race, get his thoughts on the race itself. He's attended the last few years. We want to talk to y'all about some really cool stuff, like some of the sponsorship stuff that he's doing for the point series this year. And also we want to talk about the Eslide class, and I'm gonna give him a chance to talk about that as well, and get his thoughts and everything on that. So got a few things we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be real quick. So if you can tag a friend, get them all in. We're looking to be up out this live feed in the next 20, 25 minutes. This weekend, Pink Out race. It's the 757 LBR Point Series 2024 Season 8 finale race. This finale race is going to have crazy grudge racing. It's going to have championships being determined. It's going to have people blocking for folks. It's going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have food out there. You laugh. We're going to have food out there. Summer Lily is supposed to be out there with the food for this weekend. We're going to be at the normal school spot that we normally had our races at in Smithfield, which is about 5 or 6 minutes away from DJ at RC Hobby Nook. They got fresh paved asphalt, freshly paved asphalt. So for all my RC drag racing guys, y'all know what that means. That means that's a fast track. Boys, especially once them grooves get laid, it's going to be on and popping. Surface is smooth. I had pictures sent to me the other day. As y'all remember, in July, we couldn't run at the school because they was actually paving it. But they didn't take like the cones and all that stuff away from it until like the middle to the end of August for anybody to even be able to go over there. But yeah, fresh asphalt. So all y'all street eliminator guys, I know y'all like them great surfaces. This is the surface for y'all. So y'all go ahead and grab y'all rides, get ready to go. 7 scale pro outlaw guys, y'all get ready to go. 110 scale pro outlaw guys, y'all get ready to go. We're gonna have index racing, bracket racing. We're gonna have our grudge race shootout and all that, man. Like I said, the grudge race shootout, we got the grudge race shootout trophy. You know what I'm saying? All grudge races will come up to the tower, sign a name on a piece of paper. We'll put all y'all into brackets for the first round only. After the first round, never know who you're gonna run into the second round. It could be an SC and a street limit. I mean, an SC and a 7 scale. It could be a bracket car and a GT. It could be a bandit and a 10 scale. It could be a SE and a 10 scale. You never know. But it's gonna be fun. The entry fee for the grudge race shootout is $0. There's no class fee for the grudge race shootout. The winner will win this trophy, and there's a single entry grudge race shootout thing we got going on there. So Saturday, weather's looking great. Sunday, weather is looking great. I think it's like a 12% chance of rain on one of the days and like 10 on the other day, mostly sunny. So right now we're looking real good for this weekend. I think the temperature's around like the 80-degree mark. So again, looking really good from a weather perspective. On Saturday, what's up, big bro? On Saturday, track will be hot at 9 o'clock. I think I said 8 o'clock. Sorry, Track will be hot at 8 o'clock, and then we'll have about an hour and a half of testing and tuning before we go into the classes. I think on the flyer we starting the classes around like 10 o'clock, 10:15 ish. So be ready to rock and roll. We're gonna be out there all day long, having a good time. We're gonna kick us off with the SE Outlaw prep class. We're gonna make some things do what it do with that. This time with the track, what we're gonna do as well, like we did in Newport News. If you want in Newport News, we made the no prep lane in the center of the track. And the no prep lane will be for anything no prep. All right. Whether it's a bracket car, whether it's a SE Pro Stock, whether it's an SE dry tire, it's no prep in the middle of the lane. And then we'll have the foam tire guys on the outside with their prep and their prep only on the outside, and then we'll have the SE guys on the inside with their prep. What that's going to do as well is it's going to help each car class develop a groove for themselves and help out everybody as far as it goes with really just laying down some really good stuff, man, and some really good prep for both of the juniors that's going to be out there. So once again, the center of the lane will have a dry tire spot on the right side, which is going to be the outside on the right lane, the left side outside on the left lane. It's going to be foam tire prep, and then on the inside on both lanes is going to be SE prep. So we should take care of everybody like that. Everybody should be situated. Everybody should be happy with that arrangement and be able to maximize what they're doing overall with their program. So like I said, we're going to run SE. Then we're going to have the 1/7 scale Pro Outlaw. This is going to be one of the last races for the 1/7 scale Pro Outlaw. There's another race for 1/7 scale Pro Outlaw qualifying in Best of Both Worlds. What up with you, Chris? Best of Both Worlds out in Tennessee. My man Eric Page. He's having a race on October the 12th. And as of now, that'll be one of the last races for the Pro Outlaw qualifying. So we are looking at some different options as well to kind of do what we kind of did last year on Saturday at the Pro Outlaw race. But I got to get with the board and the rest of the folks that have a say so and all of that, and we'll be keeping y'all posted probably after this race or whatnot. So outside of that, Grush Race Shootout will take place at the end of Saturday. We also on Sunday will be running our normal lineup of our 1/10 scale Pro Outlaw all-wheel drive touring car electric class. We'll have our 220 index class. We'll have a 2-car bracket as well. And I think I have like a 1/7 scale, 1/8 scale shootout going on as well as it relates to what we're going to be doing or whatever on Sunday. So it's going to be a whole lot of racing. Needless to say, on Sunday with a whole lot of opportunity for a whole lot of people to really be able to just have a good time and come out there and do what they got to do with their programs. Got a lot of individuals that's coming from out of town, so looking forward to seeing y'all. One thing I want to talk about real quick before I brought Petway in is I wanted to kind of get his perspective on his experience at the Pink Out, and then I wanted to kind of roll into the contributions that he's been making to the point series or whatnot in regards to like sponsorship stuff. So I'll open the floor for you real quick, my man, if you want to share with everybody like what the experience to you has been like and just what you like about the Pink Out in general.
I tell you what, I think the Pink Out was one of my first races that I came to on the 757. And the year that I attended it, it meant a lot to me because of what the Pink Out race stands for. I lost my grandmother earlier that year to breast cancer. And so the Pink Out race, man, I truly believe in what it stands for. And I applaud you for throwing a race and for the cause. Like that was pretty awesome. That was being one of my first races that I got to. But every year that I've been to it, man, the atmosphere has just been positive, just like every other race that you have. Positive atmosphere, good people, and a great time. I tell you what, last year's gonna be hard to beat though, because going to the Pink Out race and then having the 7 scale Pro Outlaw, man, that was an event right there.
Oh yeah. I've heard some people ask me about that too, man. But we was gonna do it again this year, man. We had some feedback that some people wanted to really like make it a one weekend type of thing. So that's why we split it up. There was some talk in regards to moving it back. But after some things transpired, we kind of took that back off the table because there wasn't no point at that point. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with the pink out. We got some new things we introducing. I know for you, my man Petway is sponsoring the most valuable performer trophy. Y'all can see how big this trophy is, y'all. These are how big the championship trophies are too. It's the same length as the championship trophy. Y'all see that? Y'all see how big that is? Petway, he stepped up, man, and was like, it would really be cool to reward somebody for, participation. Coming to the races all throughout the year, running multiple classes, and earning points in multiple classes. And he just wanted to give back, man, and just recognize, the people for the battles all year long. It's one thing to win one race, you know what I'm saying, the year. But when you sit here and you have a point series like this that's been a flagship for drag racing since 2017, before a lot of the races that's going on now even thought about coming around, before a lot of the different things that are out there now were out there was the point series. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of set the tone for point series and different events that took place back to 2017. And the thing about it is, Petway, a lot of guys that's just popped up in the last year, 2, 3 years, they don't really understand the impact and the significance that the 757 LBR point series had on not only what we do, but on drag racing as a whole, man, and the influence that it's had across the whole spectrum of what we do. So I appreciate those old school cats that understand and know what the contributions and the sacrifice has been, not only for myself, but for my team and everybody that's affiliated with us. We've always looked to put on races for people, by the people. It's always been about looking out that tower, man, and just seeing people having a good time and smiling and racing and doing their thing. And that's what the main focus has been. And it's always been about the fun and the atmosphere. That's why it's not the experience, it's the experience. A lot of times things like nowadays are getting about money, and you know what they say, money is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? Money is great to have. And we definitely need to be refunded for all this money we put into these cars and this time or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But I think that we got to get back to the fundamentals of having fun, having clean events, and just having a good time, and the host, really taking pride in what they're doing to make sure that they put on the best show for the customers, which is the racers. That's who's the most important piece in this equation. And you want to make sure you put the best race on for the racers, so that they'll come back and want to continue not only to support you, but also help grow the RC drag racing community. So I appreciate your contributions, man. With that, also, we're gonna be having a pink out car show. We normally have like car show every pink out race where we have just the pink bodies. I don't know if we're gonna include everybody's, but I think we're just gonna do the pink bodies again, depending on how many pink bodies is out there. And whoever wins the car show, tell them what they're gonna get, Mr. Petway.
Well, Cobalt has these cool little mini toolboxes, and it don't matter what size car you race, they make a great car stand. So I picked up a couple pink toolboxes. Man, they're actually out in my trailer right now. They're already packed up, but I got a couple. I got a couple of the pink toolboxes that we're gonna award the first and second place winners for the car show.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I actually got my black one. I can show them the black one on the live feed. That way they can get an idea of what they're looking at. So this is what he's talking about, y'all. Now, I put my own rubber, stuff on the top. But this is the toolbox, and it's a car stand. And it does have functional drawers and all that good stuff. The drawers come out with the screwdrivers and your hexes and all that stuff in there. Same thing, top drawer, entertainment, And then you got the top that comes open as well. Put stuff in there. So these will be pink. And the pink out race, the car show winner will get one of these. That's pink. And then we'll have another one with that. That we'll be doing something else with. So stay tuned, man. But the little 2 boxes is dope. So one more thing we got going on. We got the Eslide, y'all. Oh man. Oh man. We got the Eslides debuting at the pink out race. We got the Eslides, man. And for those of y'all that don't know what the Eslides are, they are it's a spec class. You know what I'm saying? It's a spec class, and I kind of give y'all rules real quick. But it's a spec class. You got to have a production body. As you can see, something that's made in the factory. This is a Ford GT that's actually made in the factory. I think Petway has a, what's that, an NSX, an Acura?
We got an Acura NSX, yep.
He got an Acura NXX. In this class, I'm going to go down the rules real quick, and then we're going to wrap some things up with the pink out race and get up out of here because I don't want to keep y'all in for an hour. But it has to be a 1/10 scale touring car, all-wheel drive, electric chassis. So I'm going to take this off and let you see mine. So it's a 10 scale chassis. You see Petways. This right here is an S411 chassis or whatnot. It has to have the body. We talked about the production. The body got to be cut out on the lines. So as you can see, my body's cut out on the lines, the bumper in the back and all that good stuff. You can't have more than 4 holes for your body post. Now, if you mounted it for another vehicle or something and you need to cover them up with tape or something, you can do that. No problem. You can cover it up with tape all you want. You just can't have 4 holes just poking out all over the place. Tires, they gotta be rubber tires and they gotta have tread. Gotta have tread on the tires. Can't be no slicks. No slick tires. We don't want no slicks. They gotta be tread. And they gotta be 10 scale, 1/10 scale, all-wheel drive touring car electric tires too. All right. It could be you do 26s on the front, 26s on the back, 30s on the back, whatever you want. 30s between 30 millimeter and 26. You can do it front and back, however you want to do it. Any offsets that you want. Strictly a dry tire class. All right. This is strictly a dry tire class, y'all. And what that means is there's no cleaning no tires at your pit. There's no conditioning your tires at your pit. If we see any rags or conditions or anything, you DQ. You cheating for the day. All right. Everybody is gonna come up to the line, and we all gonna be required to do a simple green burnout. So we're gonna have a carpet up there. We're gonna have spray simple green on it, and all you gotta do is come up there and blurp your car a couple times just to rotate the tires, make sure you ain't got nothing on them. And that's how we doing it. It's strictly dry tire. Period. The Eslide class is dry tire. You can't have a bump. You can't have no wheelie bar. All right, no wheelie bars allowed in the Eslide class at all. You can have a single battery. That's it. One battery. All right, I got mine covered up for all y'all nosy people. But you only one battery, and it could be a 2S or a 3S. It will behoove you to get a 3S because most of us gonna be on 3S. Okay, but you can put a 2S, 3S in there if you want. No direct drive transmissions. It gotta be a stock 10 scale, either ready to run or a kit. That you can put together. No aftermarket cat packs. I don't want none of that. And that's pretty much it, man. You can use any radio you want, anything. But the main thing, you gotta have a Sky RC Leopard 9-turn 4370 brushless motor, 60 amp ESC combo. All right. I put the link on the page, and this is, you see Petways and this mine. These the combos. This is the 4379 turn. You can't see my clip. And then there go the ESC right there. All right. We looking at my gearing, y'all. Hey, look, Petway.
I got my hand
Hey, look,
over my
Petway.
gearing.
Let me look at my gearing. Let me look at my gearing. For the whole wide world to see, right? But this is the Eslide, y'all. Like I said, it got to be a 1/10 scale all-wheel drive touring car electric chassis. It has to have the Leopard RC 4370 brushless system with the ESC. It's being ran on 3S. You can use any radio you want, any production style body. Can't be no Pro Bond body. It got to be something that was built in the production plant. Wheels must be fully open. You got to cut it with the body lines, like we talked about earlier. You can use any rubber tires, but they can't be slicks, and they got to be 1/10 scale all-wheel drive touring car electric tires. No preps, no conditioners at the racetrack. Period. We doing simple green burnouts at the start line on carpet, and then everybody goes straight to the line. You can use, like I said, a 2 to 3S battery, any in-store or online battery you can use. Obviously, your voltage is going to depend on whatever battery you use. We ain't doing no voltage meters or nothing like that. And no aftermarket cat packs. Anything you want to share, Patway?
Nah, I'm just glad. I'm glad to get a chance to get this car, break the dust off this car. This car been sitting on the shelf. Honestly, I got this car in like 2015. and played
Oh
around
yeah.
with it a little bit. And I've had this. It's almost 10 years now. This car been sitting around and ain't had nothing done to it.
Oh
And
yeah.
I want to say I heard about the Eslide class right before y'all ended it when I first got into RC drag racing, and I went out and bought the system, and the class was gone. So I'm glad it's back.
Wait, look.
I see. Hey, well, this gives me an opportunity to branch out because I've been wanting to get out and do a little more RC drag racing than just SE, than just Outlaw. So this gives me an opportunity to do that. This is the
Oh
start of
yeah.
something different.
Hey man, it's simple, man. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. The cars are very low maintenance. So I mean, really for SE guys, like I told you the other day, it's really something ideal if you wanted to run another class and be easy peasy at Sunday morning because all that work that's being done with them prep cars for SE it's probably gonna be a nice little breath of fresh air to not have to really do a whole bunch to another car. You just charge that bad boy up, you can make about 5, 6, 7 passes. You know what I'm saying? Hot lap the hell out that joint and you ain't got to worry about nothing. Go back to your pit, cut the car off, and then when it's time for you to race again, cut the power back on.
Hey, if the car is consistent like I think it's gonna be, you might see something different in the bracket class. I tell you that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go check out the Eslide rules on the 757 Lot Boys Racing group page. You hit me up if you got any questions. But we should have a few of them out there. We were able to have some guys to be able to put some together so that we can come and showcase them at the Pink Out race. So as it stands now, we got enough for a class. So y'all gonna see these Eslides go down the track on October 5th and October 6th. So I just want to make sure real quick before we start wrapping some things up, I want to make sure that we talked about the schedule one more time so that people know. I can't stress to y'all, it's important for everybody that y'all got to be there and be ready to do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes people got things going on in the morning. They get there a little late, but that's why we post the event so early. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he
I ain't
talks
talking
about
about
me,
you, man.
y'all. He talks about me.
Even though you do,
Every time we have a
you
race
is
in
wearing that.
Smithfield,
You is
something
wearing that
happens
shoe
and I'm
though.
late. I'm late to
Nah,
Smithfield every time.
you is wearing that shoe though. Hey, but Mafia RC, that's a Serpent S411. A Serpent S411. There is a 748 though, Eslide that's coming out. Somebody got a 748. You got some Fortec 2.0s, you got some S411s, you got Venteras, you got Habeo H4s. Yes, there's a few
Yeah.
chassis out there that the guys is building right now that they coming out with them. So
This is an
once
old
again,
HPI Sprint
oh
2
yeah,
Flux.
HBI Sprint 2 Flux. It's a lot of them, y'all. Track hours, y'all. Saturday, 8 a.m. until test and tune, gonna be 8 to 10. Drivers meeting, we're gonna have it playing over the loudspeaker like I normally do. It's gonna be virtual. Then we're gonna kick off SE Outlaw prep about 10:10. 7 skill pro outlaw will follow. The bracket class will follow. The bracket class is an A and B bracket. You can enter in 2 cars. It's $20 a class for most of the classes. The only classes that are different is the Pro Outlaw 7 scale class. That class is $45. It's $40 for the class pot that day, and it's $5 that goes into the championship race, which is coming up on October 19th and October 20th. You'll be hearing more about that after this race. I didn't want to confuse people because last year we combined it, and some folks thought it was still combined this year, but it's not. So I want to make sure that we didn't talk a whole lot about that. That's why you haven't heard me talk a lot about it tonight, because I didn't want to confuse nobody. So the Pro Outlaw 7 scale championship race, which has a headliner, headliner prerequisite to the headliner is a 110 scale all-wheel drive touring car electric. And we're gonna be doing some other stuff that weekend too, but I'll get into that next week so we don't get confused. We're gonna have the SC Outlaw. We're gonna try to do a dry tire as well, and we're gonna have a grudge race shootout. So every kind of class got at least 2 classes, if not 3, on Saturday you can run in. Sunday, track hours, 8:30. Y'all be coming out there late on Sunday in Smithfield. Woo-wee. So hey, the crowd in Smithfield will be coming out late on Sundays. I'm telling y'all, please be at the track ready to test and tune, because we testing and tuning from 8:30 to 10. And then after that, we're gonna go into the next class, y'all, which is gonna be the 110 scale all-wheel drive Pro Outlaw touring car electric. We're gonna have a 220 index class we're gonna be running, and then we're gonna stop everything for about 15 minutes, and we're gonna crown the championships from the year. Previously, what I've been doing is I've been doing the points real time on Saturday, but I want to make sure I do the points real time on Saturday. We can announce who the preliminary winners are from the classes that wrap up on Saturday, but I want to make sure because they're the largest classes out of the classes that we're running. I want to make sure that I have an opportunity to double check it after the race is over and confirm everything and make sure that everything is right because all the trophies will be there. The money will be there for the winning the championship. Everything's going to be there and be given out this one weekend. So when I leave, my truck gonna be a whole lot lighter on the way home. So I just want to make sure it's all right. 220 index and 110 scale all-wheel drive touring car electric should be pretty easy peasy for me to do that real time on Sunday. And then, like I said, I just want to take a minute to stop and give everybody kudos for the championships that they've been racing from April all the way to October. Like I said, kudos to anybody who wins a race, throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to win one race and you just have a locked in weekend where you can't do no wrong. But it's another thing when you got to come out April, May, June, July. Then you got to make a decision. Man, I'm in the points league. I'm in the points league. Do I gotta go to this other race, or am I gotta protect my points, or am I gonna almost run off the road because I'm so sleepy because I'm trying to drive 6 hours this way and then come back this? Like, it's a whole bunch of strategy that goes into April through October to win these championships, y'all. So we want to make sure these guys and gals get they respect due, because it's a whole lot of work, money, and time that has went into it. After the 15-minute championship ceremony, we're going to run into the SE Pro Stock guys, SE Pro Stock. Then we're going to have 1 7 scale, 1 8 scale shootout. We're going to combine the 7 scales and 8 scales and have a shootout. And then we're going to have a 2-car bracket to finish us up as well. So full weekend of racing. We're going to have some bandits out there. Some guys want to run the bandits. Probably end up doing that on Saturday. And we're going to just have a great time, man. Outside of that, I want to let y'all know, especially since you're on the line, y'all bracket guys, from a points perspective, there's going to be about 300 points that's available on this weekend coming up. That means if you are at 110 points or above, you have an opportunity from a numbers perspective to be able to win the championship. Now, a couple people at the top got to lose, and you got to run the table in the race. But
I got a little something to say about that.
Mathematically, I know, right? Mathematically, you can win. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 18 people mathematically that can win. That's phenomenal. Y'all boys in the bracket, boy, y'all better get ready. It's about to go down on Saturday in the bracket class. Boy, it's gonna be between 7 scale pro outlaw and that bracket championship. Goodness gracious, it's about to be something special, y'all. In the 7 scale class, you got about 1, 2, 3, about 5 people. You got Big Ant, Molly Mall, Darius Hackney, Smooth, and G Money. G Money's on the edge, but them other 4, they in the running for the championship come this weekend. It's anybody's game. It's up for grabs. In the 220 index, you got about 8 people that mathematically can win.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Can someone that hasn't ran 220 index yet, do they have an opportunity to win this thing based on participation?
Pick out race has always been a finale race. Has been points and a half. So if there's 4 5 rounds, that's 150 points. The leader's at 160. So you can finish. You actually get 155 because you get 3 points for finishing, getting to the 3rd round. So you would come up five points short. However, there's a runner-up trophy to the championship, and you could come out there and not ran 120 and be able to be in the championship hunt for the runner-up. So there's incentive for everybody, whether or not you've been in every race or not. There's incentive, and then we got a real interesting situation here in Street Eliminator Outlaw. So we got really 3 people that's in contention for Street Eliminator Outlaw Prep. That's Mr. Rollout Leroy Butler. He's 100 ahead of Jason Jernigan. There's going to be about 150 points up for grabs for the last race. So you do the math. 150, 85, that's 235. Or you can flip it around with Mr. Rollout and he could be at 335. You know what I'm saying? So you never know, but mathematically, they have a chance to win. Ty Williams is also in that hunt with a chance to win based on mathematics and 150. But Rollout would have to lose in the first round, and Jason Jernigan would have to go out at least in the second or third round, and Mr. Williams would have to win the whole race in order for him to take the championship. So, little incentive there. Chris Kennedy and Cam Neve, they're in striking distance for that runner-up trophy for the championship. So if they show up, they'll be able to do their thing too. As far as the 10th scale class is concerned, we got about 6 guys that's in mathematical contention. Big Ant, Big Pretlow, O-Dog, Big E, Tommy Guns, and Fonz, and Nick Nicholson. All these guys mathematically have an opportunity to win the championship. Of course, the further you go down, the more you have to have, happen for you up at the top. But they have a mathematical chance of winning. So with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up, man. Is there anything else for the people that you wanted to put out there, Petway, before we ended the live tonight, brother?
Nah, I think you hit it all, man. Car show MVP award, Eslide. We talked about the surface. We got it all, bro.
Oh yeah, and hey, y'all make sure y'all get y'all that now later. Shameless plug. That now later racing prep. All right, that ultra. Y'all need to get that. Y'all need to get on that ultra. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna have some ultra that's out there. I had about 5 or 6 orders today. I had about 10 yesterday. All right. So if you ain't got your now later racing prep, your ultra, then that purple little in that bottle, then you need to holler at me and get at me. All right. Other than that, man, Petway, I want to thank you for coming out, man, hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate not only you as a racing man, but I also appreciate you and your friendship, bro. Also, I want to thank you for the toolboxes that you're gonna be giving out to the winner of the car show. Like we said, it's gonna be pink though. It's gonna be just like this, but it's gonna be pink. It's a car stand, y'all. I mean, these don't come on the top. I put these on the top. They're little rubber stripping, but it's a car stand and it's a toolbox. All right. So he's gonna be sponsoring those. We're gonna give one away for the car show. We're gonna give one away for raffle, or we'll do something for another winner. All right, we're gonna have our normal fastest ET, low ET of the weekend. It ends for the class of the day that the class runs. So the 7 scale. By the time we get done with the bracket class, which is the 3rd point series class of the day, and the last point series class of that day, we'll crown whoever has the fastest ET. And the same thing on Sunday with the 10th scale as well. So in the meantime, between time, man, 757 Lot Boys Racing. We racing against Cancer October 5th and 6th in Smithfield, North Carolina. We back at the school for those of y'all who are wondering. Brand new asphalt, brand new paved asphalt parking lot. We will be out there Friday. However, something really important, y'all. We can't drop stuff on Friday due to all the school stuff that's been going on with like the violence and the shootings and people doing a whole bunch of stuff. The school and threw some new rules on us where they don't really want nobody out there overnight, at the race or whatever. So, you can go around the corner if you want to bunk in your trailer or something like that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not actually on the school ground, you can do that. There's like a couple parking lots right across the street and stuff like that. If you want to just hang out over there or whatnot, then that's cool. We just can't have the normal all everybody that's out there staying overnight and stuff. We can't have that normal situation going on because the school is like, hey, it's a security issue. Like if y'all want to use a parking lot, y'all got to abide by the rules. So that's the only thing that's kind of really changed with the school. There's some other logistics as far as behind being able to actually have a race out there, which doesn't fall on y'all, falls on me. Some other contractual stuff that we got to make sure we take care of as a result of all the different things that's been happening with the schools and just their new way of doing business and their new way of allowing us to do what we do. So we kind of got to, make sure that we abide by their rules if we want to have the races there. It's an excellent spot. It's enough space and it's got fresh asphalt, clean surface and everything. So we're going to make it do what we got to do. All right. But other than that, man, Petway, have a good night, bro. I'll be talking to you really soon, bro. Man. And for everybody else in the house, y'all be easy. We look forward to seeing y'all this weekend at race number 7, the finale, Pink Out. Get your wristbands, get your socks, get your shirts, your shorts, your hats, your necklaces, like your bandanas, your sneakers, everything, anything and everything you can get pink. Let's go ahead and pink out the track, man. And if y'all can paint y'all some pink bodies as well, paint those bodies so we can make it do what it do. But y'all take care, man. Enjoy your night. Petway, I'm gonna holler at you, good brother.
All right, bro. It's good seeing you.
All right, man.